Hello, happy weekly witnessing tip. I'm Gina,
I'm John.
and I'm just going to fix the camera here a little bit so you're not in front of our noses. Is that better? Okay, so it definitely feels like fall is in the air, huh?
Right. Change of
Yeah.
season, right?
What's your favorite season?
Probably mine is summer. I just love
Okay.
all the beautiful sunshine. But
Yeah.
my wife, she really loves the fall.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's a little bit cooler air and just changing colors of the trees. It's beautiful. Every season in their own way. And I think all the summer sunshine allows for the produce of, the
Oh,
vegetables and the fruits. And so it's a fun time of year.
Yeah. Fall is definitely my favorite, I think. I don't know, makes me think of football, and
Yep.
I played soccer, and yeah, it's a great time of year. So our family loves to go to pumpkin patches
Oh,
in the fall. That's a
Right.
big thing.
Right.
Yeah.
We love going to orchards, maybe pick some apples.
Yeah.
It's just some fun times about this time of the year. Another fun thing to do is just have bonfire with friends, right?
Yeah.
You gather around, and there's just something about that. I think about people are gathered around, they're relaxed. It's a setting where they're willing to kind of just open up. It's building relationships. Maybe the kids are roasting marshmallows. There's just something about that setting where people open up a little bit and make a lot of memories.
Yeah. So we're talking about fire today.
Talk about fire
in
today.
relationship to witnessing.
Yeah. When you think about fire, I think for people, fire is not always such a warm, comforting message. I mean, there you have the warmth and the comfort at a bonfire, but for some people, maybe they think of fire with forest fires, right, and the catastrophic damage.
Yeah.
Or if you've ever had a fire in the house, or like a grease fire or something, is this going to get out of control? You see firefighters, the trucks driving by, you maybe pray for them and the people that they're going to help. So I mean, there's a side to fire that does seem kind of frightening and scary, right?
Yeah.
And so, okay, how do we apply this for witnessing, Tim?
Yeah,
right?
are you saying we describe God as fire?
Yeah, I think
is that
so.
What you're saying
I think
here?
so, actually.
Okay.
And now, for some people, understand when they think of God and connecting that with fire, they're going to be, maybe if they don't have a very close relationship with God, they're already kind of afraid of God, and so they think of God and fire. That's like judgment. That's like punishment.
Right.
But of course, we know there's another side to that, and I think that's where. Let's say you're gathered around the bonfire, and everyone's just relaxed. Sometimes a conversation just dies down a little bit. You're just taking it all in, a peaceful moment. But there in that setting, people might be willing to kind of open up about some deeper topics.
Yeah.
And there you could say, hey, what's your favorite metaphor, picture of God? And you could jump right away in and say, one of my favorites is fire. And that might leave some people like scratching their heads like, fire, that's not the way I want to think about God, right? But if you think about it, you could say, I could appreciate why some people struggle with that. Maybe right now they don't have a very close relationship with him. Think of fire and the damage it can do, but maybe you could say, the closer I have become in relationship with God, growing to know more about him, the more I've just seen this as a comfort, his warmth, his love, the way in which he just envelops us.
Yeah.
And so I think that would be, the picture of fire actually draws an important contrast, because it helps people to say, okay, I know I can think of fire in the forest and all that as being dangerous, but right here in our setting right now, I know I don't have to see it that way. I can see it as fascinating, beautiful, and just the warmth. And you can say, yeah, and you know what? I know sometimes people think about God as distant and far off and angry judge, but it doesn't have to be that way, right? Because it can be a warmth and a comfort and a love relationship. And I think that's really important when it comes to our Mormon friends as well. You see, a lot of times they will want to know more about Jesus. Right? But in their sacrament meetings, a lot of times they don't get into any depth about that. And so if you talk about how you have this close personal relationship with God, you can talk about it in a way that they'll see something you have that they don't. They'll see something you have
be curious and maybe ask more
That they won't.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a beautiful nugget to share. And again, like we've said over time, sharing those little nuggets, little by little, hopefully get someone asking questions and be curious, right?
Be curious, and that's where you have an opportunity then, right around there, to open up and explain more. And I just want to encourage everyone too, when it comes to that picture of God and fire, I mean, we have this time of year, right? You mentioned football or sports, you've got people putting on their jerseys and cheering on their favorite teams, and the idea of get fired up is really a common theme, right? And I'll encourage you, as you put on your spiritual jersey, right? However you want to think about it, but that God really is a fire within us, right? And He is there not only to warm our heart with the message of His love and what He's all done for us personally, but He empowers us to go out and share that. And so the more that you dig into the Word in personal devotion and study for yourself, the more you're going to get fired up to go and share that with others.
Oh, that's great. We'd love to hear, how you use this in your witnessing. We have that other Facebook page of ours, Be Perfect, and that is our witnessing Facebook page. If you, want to go on there and share the posts that we'll be sharing this week as an encouragement to your friends, those are some great graphics and scripture that we share there that you can share with your LDS friends. As a witness and as an encouragement. Yeah. And we'd love to hear how we can pray for you. So have a great week.
Go give them heaven.